Hi, Sean here. In this video, let's talk about how to use a power influence in your entrepreneurship careers. There are four main factors of the power influence: authority, exclusivity, likability, social proof. Let's talk about each of these factors. Authority. Authority is also known as mindless obedience, because it allows people and systems to enforce rules and make decisions and get automatic compliant response. If someone has positioned themselves as a figure of authority, people will not question why, when or she asks them to do something. Then, how can you establish an authority? You do this by being an author. How? Publish the contents of your expertise in the form of audio, book, or video. If you're an email copywriter working for an influencer, make sure that he or she has built enough contents and well exposed. Another way to build authority is to do mental heuristics. Mental heuristics is like acting like a figure of authority. You do this by strong body language, tonality, how you are carrying yourself, that has a very profound impact on how others perceive you. Another way is to surround yourself with a figure of authority. For example, Tony Robinson is perceived to be the person of authority in the field of NLP because he had been working with high-profile individuals. If you want to impose a certain idea, use the power of authority figure. Instead of saying, "I think you should invest in something," say, "Warren Buffett told their stockholders that." Keep mentioning the name of authority, and listeners will subconsciously associate and perceive you as a figure of authority. Next factor of power influence is exclusivity. It is about alert of getting what others cannot. People want what they cannot have. For example, most people want $1 million house and expensive sports car. When something is exclusive, people tend to believe that it has more value. For example, when people belong to the exclusive group, they will feel more superior to those who won. They also feel more stronger sense of ego. It is strong motivations to human behavior. Marketing example of exclusivity includes Few Proud Marines, Willy Wonka's Golden Ticket, Golden Door is only open for those, Ivy League University, nightclub that has a general admission and VIP section. Then how you as entrepreneur can apply these exclusivity factors? By limited availability. For example, youth boasts social proof and scarcity. Social proof is when demand is overflow, that there's only limited amount of left. Scarcity is when there's only limited amount of productions. For example, some company like Jordan, they only produce these special edition shoes, so people will buy more, faster and often because of these factors. Another component you can incorporate is premium price. Due to its price, not everyone can afford it, but there must be basis for the prices such as social proof and tremendous value. Otherwise, this won't work. Another factor will be acceptance. Someone must be accepted into the group. For example, membership, mastermind, application, invite only. For example, just so you know, I'm not inviting everyone. It is only to my favorites. Next, in-house hierarchy. Keeps people in the group due to inclusivity factors. For example, Virgin Island, that has the levels of no member, silver, gold, platinum. Another example will be Amway, network marketing company that has the levels of producer, platinum, ruby, sapphire, emerald, diamond, crown. Last but not least ways to increase your exclusive factor is third person buzz. How you can do this? You simply do this by getting other people to talk about the exclusivity. For example, I was trying to get in Tony's mastermind group, but I couldn't get in because I was not qualified. It triggers people to get to know more about it and want them to get in the group. Next factor of the power influence is likability. What is it? It is not about making someone like you, but it is about making someone feels like they are like you. They are similar to you. Then how you can increase this likability factor? You do this by multiple ways. Let's talk about each of them. Celebrity bias. Company paying big money to celebrities to be their spokesman. If you associate with a likable celebrity, you will automatically perceive to be more likable. Next, leveling similarity. Find common groups with the people who you are talking to. Oh, are you LA Lakers fan? Me too. Mirroring. Synchronizing the body language and tonality of the person you are talking to will help you to build a rapport with them. Next, halo effects. More attractive people tend to get paid more than others who aren't. For example, taller people get paid more than shorter people. Handsome criminals usually get less sentence order, such as Jeremy Mix. Similarity in styles. There was an experiment back in 1970 in which researchers had to go up in hippies to ask for the favors. When researchers dressed like the hippie, researchers were successful at getting them for a favor. However, when they dressed normally, hippies usually were not compliant with their favor. Uniforms are made partially to increase their likability to each other. If you're dealing with a certain target customer such as well-dressed CEO, you also would want to dress like them if you intend to persuade. Next, mere exposure effects. Merely exposed to certain people, situation, or object will make people like that more. You will the picture of yourself flip, whereas others will prefer the picture of yourself the way it is. Why? Because you are looking at the mirror most of the time, so you are used to the way you look flip. Whereas others look at you in the same way the picture show, thus they would prefer the way it is. Thus, for the mirror exposure effect, if you are the business owner, hire someone to manage your social media channel to post more contents frequently. People who are exposed to your social media contents will like you more as time goes. Sameness. Sameness increases likability and it also makes each other more memorable. For example, same name, same birthday, same city, where they're born. Common goal and enemy. Best example would be sports team. Players in the same team tend to like each other, but they tend to dislike those in other team. Next will be flattery. Regardless of the authenticity, positive comment is known to produce pleasant association, and it works 5 times better on men than women. Why? Because super attractive women usually get validated all the time, so they are less sensitized. Giving compliments to women is totally fine as long as you are not attached to what you would get as a result. In-group bias. People unconsciously value higher on the people where they belong to because it makes themselves better as well as by association. If you want to persuade one person, bring up his or her best friend. For example, hey, I know John Smack who is also a close friend with you. May I be able to talk to you for a second? Name dropping works pretty well if you know how and when to use it properly. Damaging association. It is when you are revealing negative side and vulnerability about yourself. It makes people to like you more instantly. Example of damaging automation include like, my vision is to help people to quit their job by helping them to be on the entrepreneurial journey. Since I'm working so hard for it, I usually neglect my relationship with my family. I'm not so proud of it. Even though, or another example would be, even though I look really successful to you, I sometimes feel like I'm not really good enough. Last factor of this power influence will be social proof. Humans ascertain what is correct by what others think is correct. It can increase someone's perceived value of anything. Uncertain people follow what certain people do because they are looking to be informed. Girls tend to sleep with the guys that other girls find attractive. High school students tend to go to college where their friends attend. Then how you can use this social proof in your business? Social proof in motion is so much more powerful. What do you mean by this? If you intend to use the social proof to attract women, imply in your conversation about how so many girls are chasing you instead of they used to chase you. If you're taking a picture of yourself, making sure that you are surrounded by others rather than being alone. Get other people to introduce you to others who don't know you. Limited availability. People perceiving you as in demand increase social proof. For example, if the line is busy, please reach me out using a text. We are currently experiencing high volume of call. Please reach us later. Next way is to use testimonial, such as Amazon reviews. More positive Amazon product reviews increases the conversion and sales rate. Success story. Your clients telling how your service transformed them positively increase the likability, as well as social proof. Third-party buzz. Other people telling good about your service or program will work wonder. Reframing negative to positive. Alexander the Great told his soldiers that the challenge is something that they will enjoy so much even though it is very harsh in reality. Reframe works powerful. Lastly, media exposure. The majority people in the world are sheep followed by a shepherd. As long as you are using it ethically, media exposure has a great effect on your social proof. So these are all the power components that we talked about today, and I hope you can use these components in your business to increase what you want to achieve in your life. Thanks for watching.